Welcome back to the Daily Move. This routine is what I do when I'm feeling stiff after a busy weekend of hiking. All you're gonna need is a block and something to put your hands on, like a stool, a wall, and I used a foam roller in this one. So you're gonna start sitting on your butt with your knees bent. Bring both legs off to the left side. You're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna pull it as far over as you can. As soon as you hit that end range, then you're going to allow that top leg to come over and repeat that to the opposite side. Once you've done one side, you're gonna bring your knees into your chest, open the legs like a butterfly, and pressing the bottom of your feet together and out. You wanna go as far as you can, and then bring your legs out to the right side this time, and then just repeat that. So we're gonna repeat this for a total of 4 repetitions. Don't rush this, really see where that end range is before you bring that knee back. And make sure to press the bottom of the feet together hard, but also down towards the floor and away from you at the same time. Okay, once you've done 4 of those, you're gonna sit here in a butterfly position, pushing those knees down towards the floor, nice flat back, and leaning your body forward over top of those toes. Next, we're gonna go into a tadpole position so you can see my toes are facing each other. You're gonna push so that your hips come towards your heels, and then you wanna lean far forward. And you're just moving back and forth between those 2 positions. So now you can hang out either in tadpole or in frog. The only difference is the way that the ankles are turned. So tadpole, the toes are facing in. Frog, your feet are turning out. And we're just gonna hang out here for a couple breaths. Next, we're gonna go onto our hands and knees, and we're gonna do 3 hip circles on one leg. So you can see I'm bringing my left leg up towards the ceiling and then creating a hip circle and back down. You want to do this 3 times. And then do 3 on the opposite side. Once you've done 3, you're gonna take that leg and you're gonna bring it up behind the other leg, and then you wanna start leaning the hips backwards. You're gonna feel a pretty intense glute stretch here. And we're gonna repeat the same thing on the opposite side, crossing that leg behind, and then sinking your hips down towards the heels. You're gonna feel that glute stretch. And then we're gonna go back to those 3 hip circles again. This time I reversed it, so I kicked backwards first to create that circle. Your choice here, just do 3 hip circles on one side and then 3 on the opposite. And then we're gonna go back into that glute stretch again, crossing that back leg over the leg that's in front, and then sending those hips back. Doing the same thing on the opposite side. So next we're going to go into a downward dog position, but we're doing hip circles. So you're going to alternate legs here, and you're just trying to perform as big of a circle as you can without letting those hips really open up. So trying to keep the hips square and then trying to make a circle with the leg. So last one here, and then we're gonna stand up. And then you want that stool. I'm using a foam roller. You can also use the wall. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your hands there so that you sink down, and then you're gonna curl up, and then you're gonna go into an arched back, and then you're gonna sink down. Come back up, round the spine, and sink your hips backwards, feeling a nice stretch into the hamstrings. Curling back up, arching the back and coming down. So we're doing a nice spinal wave here. And then curl the spine. So keep going back and forth here. One set where you arch the back, one set where you curl the spine. So next what we're going to do here is we're going to bend one knee. The knee that we bend, we're going to turn towards, or away from that knee rather, just to feel a deeper stretch. And we're just alternating sides here. So bend one knee and twist. And bend the other knee and twist again. So now we're going to just walk out the legs here. Now you can keep your hand on this stool or wherever they're at, or you can reach down towards the ground if you can reach it. And you want to have one leg nice and straight that you're stretching, and then bend the other. Next, we're going to do a spinal twist. So bring your arm up towards the ceiling. Then you're going to stand up, come back down, and switch sides. So here we're just alternating legs, getting a good stretch into the calf. Obviously, calves and hamstrings get really worked on those hikes. So next what we're going to do is we're going to do these body swoops. So you're going to bend the knees, go down towards the floor, and then you're going to curl your body up to the top. So next we're going to go into a hip flexor stretch here. So you're into a lunge. You want to tuck that pelvis under and lean forward slightly. If you need more of a stretch, you can always take that arm with the leg that's behind and reach up towards the ceiling and over top. Taking nice deep breaths here. And switching sides here, we're doing the same thing. Make sure to tuck that pelvis under. Nice tall spine. Lean slightly forward to feel that stretch. And if you wish, you can add in that arm. So next up is a glute stretch. You're gonna sit on your butt, have one leg straight, cross the other one over. It's gonna look like a figure four. You're gonna bend the bottom leg now in order to feel a stretch into the glutes. Again, nice tall spine here, leaning forward and breathing deeply into that tension to let it release. Switching sides. So next we're going to go onto the hands and knees and just do the classic cat-cow. So this is at your own pace here, going to spinal extension and then switching to spinal flexion. So now we're going to do a spinal circle here. So you can see I'm side bending before I change from flexion to extension, creating a circle in the spine. You can try going one way, try going the other way. And you can even try getting the neck involved, which I'll do a little bit later here. So a great time to explore where does it get sticky, where is it easy to move. Try changing directions. And now here you can see I'm getting my neck involved, so creating a neck circle along with the rest of my spine. So next you're going to push back into child's pose here. And we're going to alternate from child's pose into cobra. So you're going to lean forward, let those hips sink down towards the floor, and then push back into child's pose. Just going back and forth. At your own pace, you can go nice and slow, or you can make this a little quicker. So next, when you go into your cobra, you're gonna actually bring one knee up to the side, and then it's like you're looking over top of your hip bone. Come back, switch sides, and repeat. So next up, you're going to need that block, or a pillow works just fine. You're going to be side lying and place that object in between your knees. We're working hip internal rotation here, so you can see my legs spinning. As a result, my foot is going up towards the ceiling. You're going to perform this 5 times. On the 5th one, you can get rid of that block in between your knees. Now you're going to keep that hip internal rotation, and you're going to see if you can lift that heel up towards the ceiling. Slowly bringing that knee down, trying not to lose that angle. Once you've done that 5 times, that bottom leg is going to come up to 90 degrees from your hip, and we're working hip external rotation here as that foot goes up towards the ceiling. Again, 5 repetitions here, and then we're going to switch sides. So grab that object again between the legs, working that hip internal rotation. After 5 times, you're going to remove it between the legs. Keep that hip internal rotation and lift the leg up towards the ceiling 5 times. Once you've done that 5 times, now it's the bottom leg's turn. It's going to come up to 90 degrees. We're going to work that hip external rotation for 5 repetitions. Next, we're going to go on to the hands and knees, and we're going to do thread the needle. So you're going to take your hand and you're going to wrap it underneath and then bring it up towards your temple or your forehead to twist up towards the ceiling. Once you finish 5 repetitions, we're going to repeat 5 on the other side. Once you've done your 5th one, you're going to be kneeling and you're going to reach to one ankle as you reach overhead. Alternating sides here, feeling a nice big stretch. Now, if you want, you can actually go all the way over so that both hands touch your ankles, and then do a circle over to the other side. Whatever feels good. So next we're going to alternate from plow to straddle. So you're going to roll on your back, allowing your knees to come up towards your face. Hold for a few seconds, and then when you roll out of that, bring your legs wide and go into a pancake stretch. And we are just going to alternate between the two at your own pace. So next you're going to lay on your stomach, and we're going to finish off today's routine with a scorpion move. So your arms are out like a T. You're going to lift up one leg towards the ceiling and start twisting it, aiming for that heel towards that opposite hand. Feeling a nice spinal stretch here. Again, going at your own pace here. You can hang out in one area for longer if you wish, or you can move through it a little bit quicker. And this is how we're gonna end it. So keep on going, guys. I'm just gonna close out the video here as you're doing the scorpion. I hope you enjoyed this routine. This is something that I enjoy doing after my busy hiking weekends. I find that it resets my body and it just helps with all that stiffness and soreness feeling that you get after those hikes. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your hiking buddies. Bye.